Alright, somebody want to tell me if they've got me. How are we doing now? Much better? Alright, so we do have it. Give me 1 second. I'll get video up. Just wanted to make sure that the camera was fixed. That, I got a feeling it was because of all the... There we go. I got a feeling it was because of all the extra stuff that we did trying to get it fixed this morning. So now... Everybody can hear me? We're good to go? Alright, sweet. So now, since I didn't get to talk to it about a second ago, if I could, I sounded like Chipmunk. I went back and listened to it. Y'all should enjoy that. That was special. When's the next time you're going to see a freaking reporter as hyped as I am get to talk like he's all hyped up on helium? I mean, come on. So, day 2, guys. These people are coming to play. I'm going to talk about 2 people in particular. I'm going to talk about Marty Hughes that is sitting over 95 inches. Number 3 for the week. I'm going to talk about Jonathan Pepin. That is number 4 for the week at 92 3/4. Guys, these Sunday people have came to play. Just because some people haven't posted fish. Eric Siddiqui hasn't posted anything. I'm sure that's probably a service issue in Arkansas. We did get hit with a little cold snap this morning. I'm assuming because of that post front we had yesterday that I fished in. Again, 2 different colors. So the sun's out, but yesterday was hot. Today, not so much. Arkansas might be a little bit tough today. I'm assuming that's where he's fishing from the information that I was given. I want to dive straight into this. I must have hurdled 3 chairs today trying to get to the kitchen so I could get everything up and going because, I woke up late. I found out how great these guys were doing, and I just haven't been able to do it because of one technology problem after another. But we're here now, right? We're here. Let's do some freaking interviews. Let's see. Let me catch up on here. Hello, guys. I appreciate it. I got several comments saying much better, so I am very appreciative over that. I really almost want to do the intro song again, but I'm not going to. I mean, come on. We all enjoy Space Jam theme songs. We're grown-ups. It happens. All right, so Nandon just posted another 3 fish. Okay, where we have Nandon at, he's probably getting the surgery. He has moved up to 61 3/4 on my screen. Let's go over some fish updates before I do some interviews because I have been wanting to do interviews all day. I got people lined up out the wazoo. So let's see here. Assuming this is still the correct standings, I've got Marty Hughes with a 20, a 19 3/4, an 18, an 18, an 18. I've got Jonathan Pepin with a 19 1/4, 18 3/4, 18 1/2, 18 1/4, 18. I've got Derek Brundle with a 19 1/2, 18 1/2, 18, 14 1/2, and a 14 1/4. And then we get into smaller fish from there. Brad Case has got 2 fish. His biggest is 17 1/2. Matt Linsenman's got 16. And, I just got an updated aboard. I apologize. Let me go into here. Yeah, it's pretty much, for the most part, it's the same, besides... No, it looks the same on the board I just got, so we'll go from there. Matt Frentress is fishing a lake with 0 service. He is going to be leaving early to submit fish, so we won't really know how Matt Frentress fares up against Pinkerton at all. Pinkerton's fishing OH Ivy, so neither one of them have service, so we won't be able to call him today. However, we won't even know where that goes until the very end because neither one of them have service and the standings are going to be down. So therefore, that is, I can't wait to cover that one. Let's see if we can get Derek Brundle on the phone. I want to. I've been waiting for this interview all day, and then right after Derek, I want to jump on with Marty Hughes if he does have service. If not, we're going to bring some people on the show to talk about their day yesterday that didn't get to. Tell us why they lost or why they won. But let's give Derek Brundle a call. See if we can get him on the phone. Mr. Derek.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Oh, pretty good. Just moving spots.
Gotcha. Now, I don't have you on camera. Is your camera on?
Yep. How's
that? There we go. Okay, so you're moving locations, huh?
Yeah, I just pulled up and set up and try another location.
Okay, you want me to give you a shout back a little bit later since you're trying to get in the water?
Yeah, want to give me like 10 minutes?
Yeah, no problem. I'll interview some other people first. I'll jump back on with you when you're in the water. I know that motor guy's not going to be hard to talk with.
No, not at all.
All right, buddy. We'll get back with you.
Okay, buddy. I'll give you a text in about 5-10 minutes.
That's fine.
All right.
All right, so we're going to let him get on the water. I'm not here to make anybody's day harder. I do know that, switching locations is some of these guys, it's a priority. But to me, I don't switch positions. But you got to also remember, I'm fishing my small lake would be 12 to 1,500 acres. His lake is like 300, so it makes a little bit more sense. Let's see if we can get on Marty on the phone. There we go. I got another updated leaderboard. Landon's got 4 fish on the board now with 61 3/4. Marty didn't have good cell service earlier. Doesn't look like we're going to get through to him now. Let's see here. Who else did we have up here at the top? Alrighty, we're going to get some people on. I just have to see exactly who we have. I know Todd Patrick hasn't caught anything yet, but let's give old Todd a call and see what's going on in Arkansas. I'm pretty sure him and Siddiqui were fishing together. I do want to pick Siddiqui's brain, but I don't want to pick Siddiqui's brain when Pepin's got 90-something inches on the board. So we're going to call Patrick instead. Let's see here. I don't know why that one, his isn't working. Here we go. Todd Patrick. Bingo, baby. Let's go. Let's see if it's a service issue or if it's a fishing issue. He might not answer. What's up, buddy?
Got one.
Uh-oh, do you really? We called right at the right time.
Yep. Hang on. Come here, big guy. Hang on 1 second. I'll put you down.
No, you're fine. Do whatever you need to do. I'm about to have to let you go so you can measure it.
Oh, I got him. Little guy, but he's going to count.
Oh, you want to show the camera before we let you go?
Yeah, let me get him out.
Ah, look at the wacky worm, everybody. Check out the wacky worm.
That's that Guggen. Just switched up. Haven't had a bite on anything else. This Guggen worm is what I caught my personal best on. I know this is a little guy. Don't make fun of me, but
hey,
it's going to help. It's going to help.
If it's 12 inches, every fish counts, right, buddy?
That's 12 inches.
All right.
So.
Well, we'll let you get to measuring. I'll let you go so you can. Thanks for being the third person to catch a fish on live TV.
Yeah. Hey, Pootie. I know it's a little guy, but I'm coming for you.
You heard it here first, guys. We'll let you get it in, buddy. I'll holler back at you later.
Sounds good. See you.
Boy, I tell you what, I'm having bad luck calling people. Call one guy that's putting in and call another guy as he puts his first fish on the board. How about that? Here we go. We got Marty calling back in. What's up, Marty?
Hey.
Hey, buddy. You're on live broadcast.
Cool. Just landed a 18.5.
You just called another one, huh?
Yeah. On a weightless wacky. I got there. It was just the water's just about probably 61 now, but I went into a flat and got 318s out of there. They're just getting ready to go up in there now, and then I got the bigger ones in the timber and deeper water.
Well, you know, it's crazy. We just hung up with Todd Patrick. As soon as I called him, he also landed a 12-inch bass on a wacky worm. And then as soon as we hang up with him, you called in telling us about an 18-inch you caught on a wacky worm.
Yeah. I got him. I got my 1975 on a jackhammer, but all the rest I've gotten on the wacky. And then, but I put a split shot on it to bring it down in the creek channel, and that worked pretty good. But man, yeah, it's like beautiful here. No wind. I couldn't ask for a better day. I've been blessed, man. And I'm hoping to get under 20. Huh?
What's the temperature?
I would say probably at least 60. The water's 60, the air's 60, and I'm 60.
I don't know how many people out there that are watching this know Mr. Marty Hughes, but he is a school principal, and I'm telling you right now, this guy is taking these competitors to school. His competitor, Matthew Flett, hasn't even posted a fish yet.
Well, I'm sure he's probably got some. He's down there in Texas, right?
He is down there in Texas. There is a possibility he doesn't have service, but we got a cold snap today, and you should be feeling pretty confident. I don't know if you know or not, but you have the third best bag of the weekend, and you're less than 4 hours in.
Wow, you know what? That's good for Nebraska to be up there like this. We don't have Florida stream bass.
The only people beating you are Doug Wilson that fished Fellsmere yesterday, and he is beating you by an inch exactly. So one call and you pass him. The only other person is William Kennan out of Louisiana, and I mean that's the guy that beat Roland Martin in the Bassmaster Tour. So that's the only two people left contending with you right now.
Wow, I'm trying to get a hookup here for you. I got a little brush pile here. I got out of that flat, man. I was in it was a foot deep and just pure moss. And so every opening I threw the worm, and there was bass just swimming all around me.
Man, dude, that's kind of like what I did yesterday, except for I had 478 mile per hour winds, so I couldn't do it very well.
Oh yeah, yeah. I spooked a couple that were pretty good, and I lost one big one. And then that 20, I lost it, and that's the thing about it. You want to just dink it right back down there and caught it. Oh, I thought I had one there.
Well, buddy,
I'm back out maybe late now. Huh?
You're absolutely crushing the game out there. I mean, you are a perfect example of why this Sunday bracket is such a strong one to compete in.
Well, I know it's tough. I know, man. It ain't over yet. We're not halfway done yet, are we?
No. It's only it's 10:51. You got till 5 o'clock to fish, so you got a long day ahead of you. But you are in great shape to hit 100 inches. Have you ever broke 100 in a tournament?
In a online for a month, yeah, but not ever in a day. I mean, I've broken 100 in a day several times, but not in a tournament.
How would it make you feel knowing that you're in that side bet for the most inches in the weekend, knowing that you got a solid chance to bring home about $200?
Wow, is that how much is in that?
I think it's just shy of 200.
Well, you know what? That's gas money for the month.
Hey, look, the William Kennan is in it. He is. Let me see here real fast. Let me switch you over so I can look at it. William Kennan is at 95.5, currently leading that pot. You are at 93 3/4, and he cannot touch you today. So therefore, all you got to do is call one or two more fish, buddy, and you've got it in the pot.
I'm going to get that 20. I got to get a 20, man.
Hey, you're going to do it.
It's, you know, and I'll tell you what, I'm hurting. The last 2 days I went camping and it rained. I mean, this water's kind of murky here. We got an inch of rain and then some more last night. We got, what, I don't know, 8 inches of snow a week ago. It's been crazy. But the fish seem to be biting today, man. I'm like, it's on fire. I've caught 21 so far.
I don't even think I caught that many all day yesterday.
Yeah, I should have gotten that pond wire. Could have, because I mean, it's cooled off now a little bit, but I'm going to go back in. The problem is if I go back in, I'll probably lose you because it's dense. It's dense. I don't know. We'll see here. If I lose you, but.
Well, yeah, man. You know, here's the thing: we're going to be broadcasting all day long, so it's going to be nothing to jump back on the phone. All you need to focus on is getting on them big fish while the bite is hot. That way we can see your name at the top of the leaderboard, and I can keep preaching about this man from Nebraska.
Well, an old guy.
Hey, you say what you want, but all these 20-year-olds in this tournament, you are taking them to the house, putting them in detention.
They're in detention. Well, you know, that's the thing is when kids go to detention with me, we usually end up talking about fishing a little bit.
And you know what you should do is just make them. You should just make them fish against you.
Sometimes I do that, but a lot of times they'll say, "Well, I thought I was in trouble." I said, "Yeah, you are. We'll get to that later."
Marty, at this point, you have got to consider yourself a major contender in this tournament. Regardless of how today ends up, the fact that you are throwing up 2 weeks in a row worth of fish of this caliber, you've got to consider yourself a major competitor, man.
Well, I'd like to think that. You know, you just got to do it on that day. It's like, you know, March Madness basketball. They got to do it on that day. And luckily, I got pretty good weather. I mean, here today, I'm back in the moss. It seems like it's like right when you called, I caught that. Before you called, I caught that. Or I called you, I guess, because you were calling me. I got that 18 1/4 off a little point, and there's like little minnows everywhere.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if you were watching or not, but we had Derek Brundle on less than 10 minutes ago. He was actually switching locations and said, "Let me call you back in 10 minutes. I'm trying to get on the water." He just sent me a message saying I've already got one in the boat.
Wow. I'm looking at the bass right now in front of me. You don't see me yet. I'm sitting low here. But I'm trying to get you one here. Let me see if I can get you one.
Man, if you did, you would be the 4th person to catch a fish on live television.
Oh, wow.
We've only had 3 people do it. The funniest part is the first 2 were Eric Siddiqui and Jonathan Pepin.
Huh.
And then Todd Patrick, as soon as we called him, he caught a 12-incher. So I guess we're good luck today. I don't know.
You betcha, man. What's Eric? How's Eric doing today?
Eric is skunking at the moment.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow. I wouldn't expect that.
I mean, it's a long day, and it's Siddiqui. He only needs 2 hours.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like him. Yeah. Yeah. Just a second. I'm paddling.
I think I'm losing you, Marty.
Okay. All right. I'll call you later.
All right, buddy. Good luck, man. Catch that 20.
All right. I'm going for it. Okay. All right. Bye.
All right. Let's get Derek Brundle has messaged me. He is ready for a phone call, so we'll get him back on the phone real quick and find out what he's already doing. Hopefully, I gave enough time to measure his fish. Did I give you enough time to measure it, buddy?
I just measured it and sent it in.
Awesome. How big we get?
16 1/4.
Woo! That's gonna help. What'd you upgrade with it?
I think I just upgraded a 14 1/4 or something.
Okay, so you got another jump. Yeah, you just put me down. You passed me up for the week. I I gotta tell you something, man. You're on Eastern time, so it's what 12 o'clock there, right?
That's right.
So you've still got 5 hours to fish,
Yep.
and you, sir, are already. Where are you at? Where is Miss ninth place overall for the weekend, and you still have 5 hours to go.
All right.
Brad Case has put up 2 fish. He's at 33 inches. Now, I'm not taking no discredit away. He is the professor. He, just like you, he only needs a couple of hours and he's going to be on it. But right now, you got to be feeling pretty comfortable.
I was feeling good when I pulled up to my spot this morning, and it was heavy cast with the jig. And that spot is a specific spot that I go to, and it's a big rocky point. And then on the left side of the point, there's a hole about 2 feet deeper than the rest of it, right about the size of my truck. And boy, I'll tell you what, when the fish are there and that jig drops into that hole, they eat it. Oh, there's another fish.
Here we go. Here we go, baby. The 4th man to catch a fish on live television. Only number 4.
Decent one.
Woo! That is a tank, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, well, I'll let you get that one on the board. You want to hold it up for the camera there?
Oh, I got another phone. You can keep talking.
Oh, okay. Good deal. Good deal. Man, that is I'm gonna guess closer to 18 on that one.
I don't know if he'll go that much, but he's gonna go 17 probably. I think.
Hey, if I'm only an inch off, I'll take it.
Yeah, right. I hear you. I'll tell you what. That was I think like the 4th cast since I got on the water. I can still see my truck. I literally just pushed off the bank and turned the pursuit around and started casting. Get logged in on my other phone here. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Oh, whoa, easy guy.
Don't lose him.
Easy, fella. Easy. Looks like he's going to go about 16 and a half.
Oh, I was an inch and a half off. That's all right, though. That's going to call another one for you, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yep, your small fish now would be 14 and a half. So that's gonna give you a second call, and that's also gonna be your small fish. How big was the other one you just caught before that?
16 and a quarter.
All right, that 16 and a quarter is gonna be your new small fish.
You know what? This one's gonna be 16 and a quarter as well.
Well, then that's also your small fish. You're gonna have two. You're gonna have two 16 and a quarters. You upgraded a 14 and a quarter and a 14 and a half, so you jumped up there a little bit.
This guy does not want to stay on the board either. It's being difficult.
Now, I'm going to assume that's not Florida strain up there, correct?
No, this is cold weather.
That's what I figured. You know what I found, though? Those Florida strain bass, they're a lot more, and you might have seen it when you were in Florida, they're a lot more docile on the board than a lot of the others.
Oh, my goodness.
They just lay there.
Yeah, they do.
It's like they were made for kayak fishing.
There we go. 16 and a quarter. He's fat, though.
Talking about the man that's in the 5 Live Championship and trying to make it to the KBBT Championship, Derek Brundle himself putting a 16 and a quarter inch fish on the board.
All right, that's submitted.
Now, I'm seeing what you were talking about with me on the phone yesterday. Those northern fish there, small in inches, but man, they got some weight on them.
Oh, they're fat, boy. Well, I think we're going to get some more right here.
Now, that looked like you caught it on a spinnerbait. Is that right?
Yeah, classic spinnerbait. This is the spring ding from Accent. I've been tearing them up on this year. Right now, I'm sitting between sandbars, just a little 2-foot deep ditch between two sandbars. The fish are in here, though.
I mean, if they're in there, that's where I'd be too. I fished a lot of water that was 3 foot or less yesterday. That's my favorite area to target.
Yeah, those fish I was getting this morning were on the jig. We're in 3 feet of water. That point I was on is only like a foot deep, and then it drops into that little hole.
Man, so I know that you're running the Pursuit, the New Canoe Pursuit with the Motor Guide, right?
Yep, exactly.
And you know how would you describe that?
Oh, this thing is a dream to fish out of, man. I mean, you can see me. I'm jumping up and down, doing whatever. I mean, this thing is more stable than anything I've ever been in. And, you know, it's got all the storage in the world. Big, wide open deck. I mean, I walk forward, I walk back. People always crack me up because they're always saying, dude, I never seen anybody walk around in their kayak before. And it's like, I'll walk up to the front, I'll walk to the back.
Man, y'all just watched Derek Brundle jump up and down on his kayak while he was reeling in a spinnerbait. I just want to put that into perspective.
I'm multi-talented, brother.
Oh, man. Well, brother, I'm going to interview a couple more. We'll let you get back at it. I look forward to talking to you in our last cast segment this afternoon. That way we can pick your brain as we get into the very end.
Oh, I just had a giant follow it in. Cut it out.
Now you're making me want to stick around and watch it a little bit longer.
Sorry, didn't mean to hook you. That was a good one. That was a solid 18, 19.
Now, do you get a lot of 20-inch fish up there?
They're tough to come by, but yeah, I get a few.
What are you going to do if you break 100 inches today?
You know what? I don't drink. I might have a beer. I don't even know. You know, it's funny. I'll drink like every once in a while, but I still have. I think I have one beer left from New Year's Eve in my fridge.
Well, man, you know we've got a ton of people supporting you. You know we're all about it. I'm a big Derek Brundle fan, not just because he's on New Canoe, but man, me and him have just talked a bunch, and he's a great guy. We're gonna keep on watching you on the leaderboard, and we might tag in here in a little while again just to see what's going on, brother. We appreciate it.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for the call, man, and thanks for the support. Hopefully you get a couple big ones in the boat here. That would be pretty nice.
Absolutely. Well, you keep doing your thing, buddy, and we'll catch in with you later.
Right on.
Appreciate it.
See ya.
All right, so that makes 4 people that have caught fish on KBBT Live. Again, in order, we had Eric Siddiqui on round 64, day 2. We had Jonathan Pepin today with that 18-inch smallmouth, I believe. And then we had Todd Patrick put up his first fish of the day at 12 1/4. It looks like it was, and Derek Brundle just calling another 16 1/4 right there. So we've got some real good fish getting caught on these northern guys. I am going to go ahead and bring on a couple guys that fished yesterday. Talk about their day. We're going to bring on Mark Edwards, an amazing hammer. Didn't quite make the cut yesterday, and then we're going to talk a little bit to Conrad Bonetti, Mr. Barbarian himself, and let him tell us what his story is. But let's go ahead and see if we can grab Mark first. He's been waiting for a while. He actually messaged me a little bit earlier, so we'll see if we can grab him on the phone. Talk a little bit about what happened. He was my pick to win, so I really want to hear his excuses. He was my pick to win. I think I might have been the only person that did pick him to win, but let's talk to Mark and see what happens. See if we can get him on. There we go. He might not answer. Oh, we got you?
Yo,
What is up, Mr. Edwards?
I'm just working out here on the farm a little bit.
This is why you wouldn't show the whole world the goat, huh?
Well, I can show my chickens. I ain't out there at the goat yet. But I got some baby chicks I'm putting outside.
That's what I'm talking about. So, tell us a little bit about yesterday. I'm sure it's a little bit bittersweet to be on the show today. I know you were a major hammer coming into this. What happened? Was it weather related?
I'm going to blame the weather, but we've had a crazy weather for the month of April. I mean, actually, the late end of April is my favorite time to fish. Usually the fish are up shallow on beds and everything.
Right.
And I think they are, but I mean, the water temp started out 56 degrees. I mean, the water temp hadn't been in the 60s all month of April, like maybe in the evening sometimes, but it's been horrible this month. I mean, just crazy. And anyway, I mean, I only had one fishery that I thought I could compete with in West Virginia because I was doubling up. I was fishing another tournament too. So I don't know. It is what it is. But I caught a third fish. I just didn't get it loaded because I didn't have cell service, and I lost another fish. So actually, I had 4 good fish on yesterday. I mean, I had 70 inches hooked up, 4 fish. So
Man,
can't complain too bad.
I noticed you're not in the May bracket. Are you going to get in that before it fills up?
Honestly, when they go back to live events, I'm probably just going to fish. If I fish my local live events, I can't compete national level. I mean, in West Virginia, it is what it is. But sometimes we win with 75 inches on a lake. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to commit to something and then try to fish. I've been trying to fish too much. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, we all got to take a breather once in a while.
Yeah. I mean, because I would have fished, if I was just fishing a bracket tournament, I'd have went to Smith Mountain Lake yesterday. For sure. I mean, Casey's been hammering down there. I love Smith Mountain. It's awesome. Fish has done spawn down there. You got some post spawn, shad spawning. But I am walking out here to my goat. Show you my goat.
This is the famous goat of television, the one-horn goat. Man, it's great. And Mark, I mean, I gotta tell you, being the guy that picked you to go all the way, and lose to me in the Final Four because it's me. But I gotta say, I think I speak for everybody when we've still got a ton of respect for you as an angler. I mean, you are considered an absolute hammer. If anything, it makes a great story that an underdog came in and upset you. You probably just made his career.
Jake's a pretty good fisherman. I mean, he's a real good fisherman. Just a lot of people you just don't hear of, like where I fish a lot of live, national events. I mean, if you look at online events, I mean, Jake is a stick. Jake catches a lot of big fish. So, but y'all promoting, I mean, they're second to none. I mean, it's unreal, the advertisement that y'all are giving to the anglers that's fishing y'all's tour. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, and you're watching live catches right now. It's pretty amazing.
And these guys are pumped up about it. I mean, Derek Brundle's out there with 2 phones, so he didn't have to get off broadcast.
Yeah, he's preparing, and that's the future that we have to look at. We're going to have to be more prepared to do live interviews from the water now, and plus it's more exposure to us. You know what I'm saying? And we're all learning. That's the thing about fishing. You're always learning. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I mean, if you're not learning, you're forgetting.
Yeah. And yeah, I really thought I could put up if I'm gonna blame the weather yesterday, but if it would have got like the weatherman said, close to 70 yesterday and humid, I really, really honestly think I could have put up over 90 yesterday.
I mean, you were off to a great start. Threw up a 19 and 19 3/4 right in the first hour. There is the goat, everybody. The one-horned goat. Have we named him yet?
Nah, it's meaner. It's not, man. It's rubbing up against me right now, dude.
You gotta name the goat, man.
I don't know. One-horned goat, man. That's his name.
Hey, everybody watching this today, y'all pick names for Mark Edwards' goat, and we're going to pick the best one. Y'all just, in the comments, just name off names for the goat. Well,
so I see you squeaked out your win. I mean,
oh, squeaked is an understatement. It was me and Daniel Perry both squeaked by.
Yeah, well, Daniel was going against my friend Tony Bryant, and I hate to tell Daniel, but I was pulling for Tony.
I was only pulling for Tony because I was like, what happens if I'm the only guy left from that podcast? Does Daniel kick himself off his own show? But you know, I was rooting on all you guys. I know Jonathan Pepin is putting on a show, a clinic today. So is Marty Hughes. Man, I really think if you'd have had better weather, you'd have hung in there longer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, and plus, man, these lakes are getting hammered around here. I mean, we don't have a lot of water to choose from anyway, and this lake that I chose is like 200-acre lake, and it has been getting hammered. It's a muddy water lake, and you got pretty much got to beat the banks. I mean, that's pretty much what you do. And it was. I mean, there's a guy went in front of me there. I was going up the bank. He catches a 413. You know, it is what it is.
Man, the first comment says you should name it Goat.
Yeah, one go. The hell of a weed eater, man.
Well, brother, hey, I gotta say, you know, we both made it to 32. You know, we both got to experience this. I hope you. I personally hope you change your mind before the last 8 spots are mayor filled, just because, you know, we enjoy you in it. You're one of those named people we want to be in it. So if not, we'll catch you on the next go around. But you never know. There's 8 spots left. Think about it.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking about it. I mean, I really want to, but then again, like, I was kind of frustrated that I signed up for so much. And I actually, I won a bracket last week, like a bracket in West Virginia thing too, and I had to skip it this week just to fish a lake I wanted to, where I felt like I beat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I actually skipped out another tournament that I'd already made another round for. You know.
Well, you know, it's totally up to you. I hate that I didn't get to go against you in the Final Four. That was the only other thing besides Isham I was looking forward to. But there's always next time, brother.
Did Jeff make it?
Jeff did make it. Me and him are going head to head in the Sweet 16.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I got a lot of work.
Yeah, you got a big wish there. I mean, he's a stick.
And I'm probably going to take him on in his home waters somewhere. So I've got a lot of smack to talk, and hopefully I can get in that man's head a little bit.
Oh, so you're going to drive closer. You don't live too far from him, right?
I'm an hour from the Texas line, so.
Oh. I've been driving on Fridays. I've been driving 2.5 hours. Both times I drove over 2.5 hours after work on Friday, and I haven't practiced or anything. I mean, I just been going and winging it.
Well, when you're Mark freaking Edwards, you can do stuff like that.
Well, I don't know. I had a pretty poor performance the last 2 weeks, I think, my personal opinion.
Well, it's kind of cold. But we'll let you get back at it. Get you back on that farm life. Are you walking that thing with a leash?
I'm gonna walk you, goat, dude.
Oh my God! Everybody, you seen it here first. Mark Edwards is walking his goat on a leash. He's not just a hammer. He's a goat man.
Oh, goat farmer.
Well, you take it easy, brother. We'll holler at you later. And man, I appreciate you coming on and telling us a little bit about your day.
All right, man. Thanks for having me on, and y'all are doing great for promoting and stuff. I mean, it's a great thing y'all got going on.
Hey, we're figuring it out as we go along. You know, like I said, this is only my second time to do it. Last week was my first. Today, all my technology shut down, and I had to recode everything twice. Then when I thought I had it working, I sounded like Mickey freaking Mouse.
Yeah, well, I don't like to listen to my voice all the time. I mean,
I thought I should have done the whole podcast in that voice. But we'll let you go, brother. I appreciate it, and you have a good one, man.
All right, you too, Mark.
Later.
Later.
All right, the man walking the goat. So let's. Conrad did ask for a little bit of airtime. I told him that wouldn't be an issue. So we'll let's see. Let's do a little update real quick here. This was as of. Well, mine just happened. I don't know. So let's go over the actual matchups themselves here, and I'm gonna write them down so I don't have to check every single time. Yeah, we'll do that. So first of all, we've got Marty Hughes leading Matthew Flett by let it go back. Hurry up. 93 3/4 inches. So. Marty has Matthew Flett still hasn't posted a fish. Again, that could be a service issue. Then we got Derek Brundle leading Mr. Case. Derek Brundle is at 88.5 inches after that last call. Brad Case is at 2 fish at 33 inches. But again, I'm telling you right now, do not count Brad Case out. He is coming with fire. Jonathan Pepin at 92 3/4 hasn't called again yet since we talked to him. Currently leading over the man, Eric Siddiqui, who hasn't posted anything. I'm still going to stick with that is a service issue until I talk back with Todd and find out. Who else do we have today? We have got... Jason Garner, 38 1/4 lead over Thomas Gent. They are on the same water, people. Neither one of them pre-fished it. Neither one of them had ever been to it before, so it's never been fished by these two anglers, and they are duking it out as the Main brothers on the same body of water, and he's putting on a show. So Garner is currently leading over Gent. Who else do we have here? Did I just get another update? I did. Alright, appreciate it, Jason O'Brien. I did give it a heck of a run. We've got Patrick Tharp. Tharp has 71 inches to Todd Patrick's 12 1/4. So Tharp is leading over there. Nemeth is currently leading over Linsenman. And those are the two matchups that would actually face off together. Let's see here. John Fox. I did it right this time. Let me see. I cannot exactly remember who he's going up against. He is going up against Rolando Nandon. Where is Nandon now? Fox is at... No, Nandon's got more fish than that. I got to see where Nandon's at on the... I apologize. I cannot get the stupid webcam to sit right. Rolando Nandon is at 73 3/4. John Fox is at 52. One Florida bass, and he's caught right back up. So we got that one. Is that all of them currently? That is. Okay, and as far as skunks go, remember Frentress and Pinkerton, we will not be able to follow today. Neither one of them have any kind of service, so we won't be able to do that. Let's go ahead and see if we can get Conrad Benetti. And I do want to give a big shout out to Brian Pierce. If any of you haven't seen this fish, you don't pay attention enough. It's a 11.5 is what we're going to call it, pounder. 11 and something. I think it was 11.46 if I'm not mistaken. But on OH Ivy, threw his bait over a stick, over a tree, buckbrush, something like that, into this little pool of water that he couldn't get his kayak into, and caught an 11-pound bass. Inflated his life jacket, bailed out, and swam to it in 12 feet of water. You can't make that up. Could you imagine if we'd have been on camera, if OHIV actually had cell phone service? Could you imagine us being on camera and watching this guy bail out of his kayak and swim to a fish? If that doesn't make good television, I don't know what does. But I really want to get some of these guys that are on the water on the camera so that we can get back to fish catching. But we're going to give the anglers that fished yesterday some right as well. Not everybody got to come on the show last night. So We'll give Conrad a quick call, see if he answers. He might be sleeping. I'm not 100% sure what he's doing today. But if he is on there, we want to give him a shot. He's a contender to take down on the left side of the bracket right now. So. Just in while we're waiting on him to see if he'll connect or not, Todd Patrick just said he lost an Arkansas monster. Take that into perspective. Cody Milton won the 5 Live yesterday. Todd Patrick is fishing in Arkansas. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. All right, Conrad's not online. Let's give old Todd a call back and see how he's doing after that. At least he didn't lose his monster on live camera like I did. What's up, buddy? So you just lost a monster, huh?
Yeah, but guess what? Patrick, I ain't playing with you, bro.
Oh, we did it again! Todd Patrick.
I ain't playing with you, bro.
Do I just need to keep calling you all day?
Dude, I caught it right while you were calling me.
All right, so I'm just going to call you every 10, 15 minutes for the rest of the day. Go ahead and put it on the board. Tell us how much it measures.
Give me a second here.
Hey,
you guys want to hang out with me? Hang on.
Tharp has a limit, but it's not a solid limit. I might have lost you. Oh, I think I lost you. I think we lost him. He'll give us a call back. We'll see how much that fish weighs. Todd Patrick with the second fish. He is calling you out, Patrick Tharp. He is calling you out. The Arkansas is warming up. I wish I could show you right outside my window. We got a little bit of a wind blown in, it looks like. However, it is starting to get a little warm in there. Starting to get a little warm in here. But it's heating up. And when the sun comes out on a lot of these Arkansas lakes, man, the fish just they turn on in the afternoon. Not a lot of our lakes are early bites, so we'll check in with him once that's going. Let's see who else we haven't got on the phone just yet. Man, oh man. I want to see how much Todd Patrick's fish did come in. You know what? He's calling out Patrick Tharp. Let's make sure Patrick Tharp knows he's getting called out. Let me get old Patty Cakes on the phone here. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get him on. I want him to know that Todd Patrick is on the move. Boom. We have 3 Patrick Tharps with the same email, so we're going to try this one. Oh, it's ringing, so maybe we got the right one. Patrick!
What's going on?
This is Marcus on the KBBT Live. How we doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Your camera's not working. Is that by choice or
No,
accident?
I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh, okay. So I had to get on here to let you know that Todd Patrick is calling you out on live camera, man.
What?
We called him back to back, and he caught 2 fish back to back on camera. Every time we call him, he seems like he catches another one.
Oh man!
I guess I need
you guys
to
gotta
stop
stop
calling
him. Oh, there's one.
Uh-oh. Patrick Tharp is answering. Is it going to call?
Oh, for sure. It's nothing big, but it'll work.
Oh, you want to say anything that we can relay to Mr. Patrick?
I just hope, it's going to come down to the wire. It's going to be fun.
Well,
So
you're both on fish. I'll let you go so you can measure that one, buddy.
all right.
You're officially the 5th person to catch a fish on live broadcast. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll holler at you later on.
All right, sounds good.
How about it? We got a showdown for the camera. We got Todd Patrick catching every fish when we call him, and then we have got Patrick Tharp answering it with a fish of his own. So how good does that get? We have got a request to get Rolando Nandon on the phone and Jeff Isham. So Isham and Nandon, if you guys are watching this, you've got a fan out there that would like us to get you guys on the phone. We are going to try you guys a little bit later. I just want to get Todd back on the call so that we can see how he feels knowing that just happened, because I know he can't watch the broadcast while he's measuring fish. So we're going to give it a rest just for a second here. I want to see how much Todd... Oh, it looks like Todd's was a 16. Alrighty, so let's give Todd a call back and see if we can get him back on the phone now. And then we'll work on Nandon and okay, I've got good news and bad news for you, buddy.
What's up?
So I called Patrick Tharp to let him know, make sure he knew you were calling him out. And as soon as I called him and let him know that, he goes, "Oh, really?" and lands a fish.
It's okay.
And it was a stud.
It's okay.
So you guys have both, every time I've called you, the last 3 phone calls, but both of you have caught fish.
You know, game face is on. I knew that I had to show up today. I got 3 fish to go. I got tons of time to do it. The wacky worm is on fire right now, and it looks like structured jig is on fire too. So we're going to smash them out here. Don't be surprised to see me in the 80s.
Let me ask you this. Are you with Siddiqui today?
He's somewhere around here.
He hasn't posted a fish up yet. Is it a service issue or...
Yeah, I had to switch over to my AT&T card just to be able to talk to y'all.
Okay, so it is a service issue. That's what I've been telling everybody. Is I think Eric Siddiqui, there's no way he's going to skunk out. So if you do see Siddiqui,
hey, he ain't skunking.
You heard it from Todd himself. But if you do see Siddiqui, let him know that Petman's on fire.
Oh, I told him earlier. So as soon as I told him he was on fire, he put his game face on. He was to the grind, and he left me and went to go do his own thing. So Eric's out here, wherever he's at. I'm sure he's catching fish. So don't be surprised to see him in the 90s today. This lake looks like it's turning on.
Now, I don't know where you're at. Do you want to share, or is it just going to go as an Arkansas secret?
I'm not allowed.
That's perfectly understandable, buddy. Well, hey, we're going to keep checking in with you. We are following this thing. You keep grinding it out. You know, we
Yep, I had it was just a 16. It was a 16 what I got, but that's good. It's something that I need. So we're going to roll and keep throwing what I'm throwing. I got a bunch of bank over here I'm about to be doing. So this is a little sneak peek.
Boom. Boom. That just looks like prime Arkansas water. I can almost factor that down to 5 lakes. But I'll tell you what, Patrick Tharp does have a limit. It's not a big limit. It's 73.5. So if you are confident you can pull 80s.
I'll be in the 80s, mark my words.
Okay, well, if you can do that, buddy, you're going to be in strong contention, and we're going to follow this thing all day long. So you just get out there and grind, baby.
Sounds awesome. Appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir. We'll holler at you later.
Bye-bye.
All right, so we did just get word that Matt Linsenman has thrown up a 16 3/4 inch fish that has jumped him up to 48 3/4, which is just one fish, I believe, behind Nemeth, who is at 49.5. So yeah, as soon as Matt Linsenman throws up one more, he's going to be right up there with him. Here we go. I believe that fish that Tharp just put up was the 15 3/4 inch, if I'm not mistaken, judging by the size of the fish. Again, I was wrong with Derek Brundle's, but I'm pretty sure that was the fish that he did throw up. So we'll get in here real quick and we'll see if we can get Rolando Nandon on the phone for his fans out there. Let's see here. I don't have a Skype for him, so we're gonna have to give him a phone call. Let's see if it'll let us give him a phone call here. It did not. It's all good. I'll get it figured out in a second. I got everybody's information so that we can make sure we did this. Everybody is catching fish on camera. It's a great day. Dude, it's gonna be fire all day long. Sunday guys are coming to play. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man?
You're on live feed right now. You had a request that we get you on the phone and talk to you and see how your day's going.
I lost a good one right now. About 20 minutes ago. It's probably a good 20 incher. I'm hoping that I can replace it, but it's been kind of tough. It's not easy right now.
Man, coming down from the day one overall leader, you got some work to do.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw someone was at 95 already. So.
Yeah. No, nobody from today is at 95. William Kennan from yesterday is at 95.5. The highest today is 93 3/4. That's Marty Hughes over there in Nebraska. He is putting on a clinic with a wacky worm.
I have that tied on right now. I may just go to that because I'm tossing the jig around here, and I've been kind of stubborn because I've been catching the past couple of days on it, so time to switch it up.
Now, I've got pretty good intel of where you might have been last weekend. I won't give it out on air. Are you on the same body of water, or did you go somewhere different?
No, I did come back in the same body of water. I actually went to Falcon yesterday to go practice, and I went out there, and it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. So I just came back, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to keep fishing where I was at. So.
You want to keep your current lake a secret, buddy?
Just for right now.
That's fine. Hey, I tell everybody, don't share your hotspot until the tournament's over.
Yep.
You do currently have it looks like John Fox just posted another fish. Bear with me 1 second here.
Okay.
You're still in the lead. You have 73 3/4. John Fox has, no, he didn't. I'm sorry, that was someone else. John Fox only has 52 inches. So you still got about a 21 inch lead. And man, you've got a lot of small fish that are going to be easy to cull in that body of water. So it's going to be nothing to see you jump up a lot, just with one fish.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping here. So it's pretty bright, sunny skies right now. So I'm just going to target some shaded areas and hope that I can, pick this place apart like that. So.
Well, man, you have been the only person so far that actually had someone request to bring on camera. Everybody's out there watching you. You've got a bunch of people out there. I've seen several comments asking how you're doing. Man, you've got people following this broadcast just to see you take down this thing.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, man. I got to say what you guys are doing is just making this so enjoyable. It's just something completely different that we're not used to, and it's really exciting, actually.
Well, I'm going to be broadcasting for another 4.5 hours, give or take, is when I'm going to shut it down when the leaderboard goes down. We're going to touch back base with you. I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know you're going against Florida, and Florida showed out yesterday, so you got a lot of work left to come.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
All right, buddy. Well, one person that you're rooting on today that's also fishing the tournament, who would it be?
Shoot, who am I fishing? I don't know a lot of these guys right now that I'm fishing with, so I can't think off the top of my head right now. I know, oh, you know what? No, Ish fished yesterday, so I know he's a Texas guy, and I've met that guy before.
I think, so the Texas people you've got left are Ross Pinkerton, Matt Frentress, and Matthew Flett.
Ross, you know what? I've met Ross Pinkerton before at one of our showdown throwdowns here in Texas, so if anything, man, hopefully he can pull through today, so I'm rooting for those Texas guys. Hopefully we can get it done.
Right on.
Now this wind is dead. It's sunny, and it's not going to be easy. I tell you that.
No, man, I'm 3 different shades of red from yesterday. I fished in Texas myself, and I got rocked for it. But I 2 more questions real quick. The two biggest hammer showdowns. Who are you taking between Derek Brundle and Brad Case?
Shoot, and where are they fishing out of?
Derek Brundle is in Massachusetts right now. He has got over a 50-inch lead. Brad Case is in Mississippi with 2 fish.
Oh man. But you know what, Brad, I think he may be able to come back. So I'm gonna take the guy that's behind right now.
All right, and then you got Eric Siddiqui fishing in Arkansas, taking on Jonathan Pepin that's fishing in Michigan.
Oh man, I mean we all know Siddiqui's a beast, man. So I'm gonna have to go with Siddiqui because that guy can put a clinic at any time of the day. So
that's no joke. Well, buddy, we'll let you get back to fishing, and we'll holler at you later on.
All right, sounds good. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
No problem. Later, buddy.
Later.
All right, this just in. Greg Nozar just about jumped out of his seat into the water screaming on TV for Todd Patrick. What a great moment. He says, "Are you kidding me right now?" So Todd, Greg's out there rooting for you as well, and then back to back with Tharp. Man, it's just been an absolute crazy day. If you guys are missing this broadcast, you have no idea. You've got to go back and watch this stuff. It's just been one of those days where it's been strong all day long, and we hope to keep it going. So we're gonna pay attention to that right now. Man, that was some incredible stuff right there. Getting to watch that back to back to back, and well, what's it been now? I've done lost count. Are we at 4 or 5 fish on camera now? That's just incredible. Hayden says, this just in for Ross Pinkerton. Hayden says, Ivy is a completely different story today than it was yesterday. He does have faith in Ross. Hayden, any inch update that you can give us on Ross, we would love to broadcast it. I know I'm not going to be able to get him on the show, unfortunately, because there's no service at Ivy. As far as I know, Ross does give a good interview. He's just what the people want. Unfortunately, I can't give that to him, but we are rooting for Ross. It's just one of those things, man. There's no service until the very end, so we're just not going to be able to know what him or Frentress does. But maybe Hayden can get some insight for us. Hopefully, he can give us some feedback throughout the day if he's able to. I have messaged Isham asking him if he wants to be on the show today, seeing how he did fish yesterday. We'll see how that goes. And we're going to get some more people on the camera, that's absolutely for sure, because I want to keep watching these fish getting caught. And the only way we're going to do that is with people on camera, not sitting here listening to me talk all day. So let's get some people back on camera. We want to see some fish get caught. So let's check in with our main man here. Let's see if we can get all Jason Garner on the phone. I'm not sure if he's got service where he's at. He did text me a little bit earlier this morning while I was sleeping. So he actually texted me at 6 something this morning. I never even heard it. But he said he was waiting on the bell to ring. He had his game face on, and he was ready to rock and roll. So let's give old Mr. Garner a call here and see if we can find out about this main men showdown. Uh-oh, it looks like he might have service. The main man himself, Jason Garner. How's it going, buddy?
Man, it's miserable out here.
Well, that's not what we wanted to hear.
Man, we can't find fish. I mean, I found 3 smalls and the only grass in this place. And the place we're fishing is, there's a lower and an upper section, and we fished the upper section. And I found 1 bit of grass all the way at the end, caught 3 smalls, and I headed back, and we actually both just pulled out and went across the street, and so now we're gonna fish the lower side of it. And,
so both of you guys are in contact with each other then?
Oh yeah, we just helped each other across the street and just put in over at the lower section of this pond.
Man, that's mad respect for both of you guys. How's Thomas taking the fact that he's got a 3-fish loss to make up for?
He's all right. I mean, we're both really kind of discouraged. I mean, I lost 2 fish when I was down there, so really I've caught 5. He had 1 bite earlier today, but when you get to this place, it is full of rocks, and we were both throwing for smallmouth and rattle traps and square bills and chatterbaits. I mean, we're throwing everything out here, and we couldn't find any fish. And then I got on a spinnerbait bite in the grass once the wind picked up, but then it died out for like 45 minutes, so that's when we made the move. But I think he's a little frustrated.
Gotcha. Well, hey, man, you guys are showing down for sure, and this is what it's all about. It's not about catching a 90+ inch limit. You guys decided to do something that nobody has yet to do, and that's fish a body of water neither of you have been on. No pre-fishing, just researched it and went out and are grinding it out. And right now you're taking it home with 3 little fish.
Yeah, I know. It's embarrassing. I know it's not about 90 inches, but man, I'd much rather have 90 inches than 39 1/4. But, it is what it is at this point. But, I just hope that Tom finds some fish. I mean, there's nothing more discouraging than being on the water 10 hours and not finding any. So, I told him what I was catching fish on. So hopefully, and I told him I was finding them in the grass. So hopefully he finds something over here that's similar and can get on the same bite. And, if he beats me, he beats me.
Is that a wacky worm tied on behind you?
I always have a wacky worm tied on behind me. I threw it a little bit around some stumps and into some rocks, but under a couple of docks, but nothing.
Well, I have to tell you that has been the bait of the day for almost everybody. I don't know if you've been following on or not, but we talked to Derek Brundle. He caught a fish on camera. We talked to Jonathan Pepin. He caught a fish on camera. Then we called Todd Patrick. He caught a fish as soon as we got him on the phone. We called him back after he measured, caught another fish on camera, called out Patrick Tharp. We call Patrick Tharp, and he catches a fish on camera. And Marty Hughes is using a wacky worm. He's got the best limit of the day for the Sunday guys.
Yeah.
Todd Patrick's using a wacky worm. The wacky worm is just crushing it today.
Yeah, we just got the water. It's warmer, a lot warmer on this side. When we launched, it was over on the other side. It was 46-degree water temps. Over on this side, like I said, we just put in 5 minutes ago, and we've got 55. So hopefully they're moving a little bit more. But this side that we're in is nothing but like 3 foot of water for the most part, all the way around. I'm almost out in the middle, and I'm in 2.5 feet of water, and you can tell it's all like lily pad mats are just starting to grow up. So I'm just trying to burn that spinnerbait right over the top for the pad. So
absolutely. One person that you're rooting on to advance this week, who would it be?
I see Mr. Pepin. He's doing really well, and if things hold up for me, I got to face the winner of him and Siddiqui. So, I just want either one of those guys. I mean, obviously, Siddiqui's got the KBF name behind it, right? I mean, he's one of those top 10 guys, but, Pepin's been throwing up numbers that have been crazy the last 2 weeks. So, either one of those guys if I make it through. But I'd really like to see my buddy Tom just find some fish.
Right on. And so I know who you're picking on that matchup. The only other question I've got for you, Derek Brundle versus Brad Case. Who you picking to win?
Man, at last I saw, I think Brundle had around 88, 89 inches. So, that's going to be tough to beat. I gotta go for Brundle. I mean, he's the Northeast guy. He's always on fish, and so I got to root for him. But I don't know if Brad's sandbagging. I saw him put one fish up, which makes me think he's not sandbagging. But you never really know. So I got to go with Brundle.
Right on, buddy. Well, we'll let you get back on the water. We'll check in with you later before line's out. You guys go at it, man. We're following. Tell Tom if you see him that we're all rooting on him as well, and we look forward to seeing how this thing plays out.
Alrighty, man. Thanks. Appreciate what you guys are doing.
Yes, sir. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
All right. So we got them on the phone. Let's just got a video from Mark regarding the goat. And the goat is tearing up vines is what it looks like. So Mark Edwards, the one-horned goat, man, that goat is just going at it. Let's see if we can't get the man Brad Case on the phone. Did inform me he didn't have Skype. But he's one of the few anglers that haven't been on the show yet. So let's see if we can bring Brad Case on here and kind of see what he's thinking. Especially with this, he might not even be looking at the leaderboards, but we're about to put that into perspective for him and see how he plans to take this lead back. So let's see if we can get him to answer. I'm not 100% sure if he will or not, but if he does, we're going to pick the man's brain. Here comes Mr. Brad Case. The man Brad Case. This is Marcus with KBBT Live. How's it going, buddy? You there?
Yeah. All right.
Hey, Brad? Brad?
Yeah, now I'm here.
Oh, hey, buddy. This is Marcus with KBBT Live. How's it going, buddy?
Slow.
Well, you're the professor, man. You got a lot of people in Texas that are rooting on you. Rolando Nandon called it out on live earlier. He's picking you to come back for the victory, man. What do you got going in mind?
They're on the bed, and the cool front kind of knocked them back.
Yeah, you got a cold snap too last night, didn't you?
I know. Shoot, Derek had about 80-something inches in the first hour.
88.5 is where he's sitting at the moment. He's still culling. He moved spots. He's got a spinnerbait bite going on.
Yeah. Well, he's doing a little bit better than what I was hoping, 88. But I'm still working on it. And it ain't going to be, if I only have two fish, it's not going to be because I quit.
I don't think anybody is picking you to quit. There's still a lot of people that have full faith that you're going to come back and take this thing.
There's always that chance. It doesn't take but 3 fish, and it doesn't take but about 15 minutes to catch those 3.
Well, we seen an 11-pounder get caught yesterday. I know you had posted a 27-inch a long time ago. How much did that 27-inch weigh?
10 pounds, 4 ounces.
What are the chances we get to see another one of them today?
She had just spawned out.
Whew!
So I don't know what she would have weighed if she hadn't spawned.
Are you fishing clear water?
No, it's edgy. It's muddy from the rain we just had. And I'm back up on a flat again. There's beds everywhere.
Are there fish on them?
Some of them have fish on them, but dang, I can't get them suckers to hit.
Man, I'm just speaking from my personal yesterday. The only thing I could get any bedded fish to bite on where I was at was a Okeechobee craw color creature bait on a shaky head. Only thing they would touch.
They won't even run down there and look at the bait. If I could get them at least look at a bait, they just stay backed up in the grass with their head sticking out. That's all they're doing, looking at the bed.
They're not aggressive at all this morning.
No.
Well, you got some warmer weather coming, I believe, this afternoon. Maybe when that water temp warms up a little bit, they'll jump over it.
Yeah, it's gone from 60 to 64, depending on where I'm at, which is not too bad. I'm up in a shallow flat now, so maybe something will change here.
Right on.
Out there.
Well, we seem to be good luck. Everybody we've called, they catch a fish either on camera or right after we get off the phone with them.
Well, it's always right after you get off the phone, because that's a long time after we get off the phone.
Oh, man. Well, I do got
I
to...
just missed him.
Oh, you missed one?
Yeah, he hit the worm. He wasn't very big.
Who are you...
We'll see if he'll do it again. He could have been a brim.
Who are you picking to win today besides yourself? One person you're rooting on to take it home today.
Another person? He dug fish yesterday, so let's let that out. Well, I know where Eric's going. Eric Siddiqui. So if he gets there and started pretty good, he ought to be doing something there at Bear Creek.
Well, Eric hasn't posted a fish yet. Todd Patrick informed us it was more than likely a service issue.
More than likely a what?
Phone service issue.
Yeah, it could be. So it's out in the it's not in the Arkansas Delta. It's right there on the hillside, right across from Tunica, Mississippi.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, man, we'll let you get back at it. We're watching you on the leaderboard. We've got the live feed going strong, and we're rooting on you, buddy.
Well, I appreciate it. All those who are rooting on me.
You want to give a shout out to anybody?
I'll just thank y'all for bearing with me. I appreciate it.
Are you in the May bracket too?
Say again?
Are you in the May bracket as well?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so either way, you're going to be bringing on a strong game. May's going to be better weather for you, isn't it?
Well, for me, my best weather is usually June, July, and August.
Well, I still got full.
That's when I caught my other 2 10s. Now, the 10s you're talking about, I caught February 15th.
Ooh, they went on beds early that year.
That year they did.
Well,
this year they're still fighting to get on the bed.
Well, if you're seeing fish, and even though they're not feisty on the beds just yet, it only takes the right set of beds to find 5 fish and 5 good ones. So we're rooting on you, buddy. You take it easy, and we'll check in with you a little bit later on.
Okay, all right.
Thanks for taking our call, Brad. The man Brad Case struggling to get a bite today with that cold snap that hit the South Central last night. Mississippi, Arkansas. I even think maybe Louisiana got hit by it, but then again, Louisiana had some hail and whatnot. So, it's pretty potential that's what caused it. Siddiqui just posted fish. I'm finding out. Jumped up to 93 1/4, took Jonathan Pepin down by 1/2 inch. So Siddiqui has posted fish. He is up there, and we have got a neck-and-neck showdown between the man himself, the Siddiqui, and the 6-gill slammer, Jonathan Pepin. So they are right there, neck-and-neck, a 1/2 inch apart. These Sunday guys are putting these Arkansas guys to shame. The only 2 Arkansas guys that are still hanging in strong are William Cannon. I'm still going to say my Bassmaster pick of the week. And then Doug Wilson from Fellsmere, Florida, who is a hammer by all means. Everybody's seen where he threw up that 113, 114 inches in one day during pre-fishing. 2 contenders right there to watch out. Right behind them, finishing out our top 5 is all Sunday guys. You have Marty Hughes right behind Doug Wilson, still trying to aim down and take William Kennan out for that side bet. Eric Siddiqui right behind him, and then Jonathan Pepin finishing up the top 5. Looks like the majority of the top 10 after that are Saturday guys, with the exception of Derek Brundle, who who is currently in 9th place. So Sunday guys, a lot of these hammers are coming out of the gate strong. We knew Pepin was going to fish strong. We knew Hughes was going to fish strong. Matt Linsenman has thrown up another fish. He is 3/4 of an inch away from George Nemeth. So that is right on the line for both of them guys. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4 people who haven't caught fish. 3 of the 4 do not have any service. Thomas Gent, we have confirmed, hasn't caught anything just yet. Actually, I apologize. Pinkerton does have a few fish according to Hayden Crosno. So, I did just get this in. Jason Garner caught a fish right after we got off the phone. I'm just going to hold it up so you can see it. Seems like we're good luck today. So it looks like he caught that on, I'm going to say, a swim jig. So Jason Gardner just caught another one as soon as we got off the phone. I don't know if we're just good luck or not. Maybe we ought to call some of these other guys. Oh, Todd and Patrick said, watch this, check Siddiqui, and Dennis Robinson is informing me that they just posted. Marty Hughes did get a 20-inch fish. That was earlier in the day. Okay. And Pepin has thrown up another fish, it looks like. No, he hasn't. He's still at 9 2 3/4. I'm looking at it wrong. I apologize. All right, so here we go. Let me look back over this real fast. Marty, this is the Sunday report only. Marty Hughes, 93 1/4. Eric Siddiqui, 93 3/4. Eric Siddiqui at 93 1/4. Jonathan Pepin at 92 3/4. Derek Brundle at 88 1/2. Rolando Nandon, 73 3/4. Patrick Tharp at 73 1/2. John Fox, 65 1/4. George Nemeth, 49 1/2. Matt Linsenman, 48 3/4. Trying to not shave off that beard, I might put it. He made a bet with his wife. If he loses today, the man beard goes bye-bye. So he's still pulling that one strong. Jason Garner's does not have his 4th fish on the board just yet. And Brad Case is holding down the pack with 33 inches. And then we got Todd Patrick, 28 1/4, still grinding it out. Promised us 80 inches. So we're gonna see if he gets it or not. But he did promise us 90 inches. So we got that. We haven't checked in with John Fox today. I've got John Fox left. Thomas Gent, we're gonna wait until he posts some fish before we bother him. Nemeth and Linsenman I haven't messed with either today. We have talked to Nandon. Let's see if we can get John Fox on the phone. He had bad service last time, so we'll see if we can get him this time. Oh. Good morning, Mr. Fox.
Who are you?
This is Marcus. We got you on live feed here. How are you doing today?
Man, we got rain on, we got hail on.
Oh man, weather conditions hitting Florida hard, huh? Uh-oh, we might have lost him. Are you in a bad service spot? Doesn't look like we're gonna. Yeah, we lost John, so we'll check back in with him later. I know he had service where he was fishing last week. Looks like he might have gone to the same spot. So Jeff Isham still has not answered me if he wanted to come on yet or not today. I wouldn't mind getting my opponent on to try and rattle his head a little bit. But he has not responded thus far. So we couldn't get John on the phone. Let us try old Nemeth. See if we can get him on and kind of go from there. Let's see here. He gave us a call last week. Let's see if we can bring him back on. Yeah, okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get a hold of Mr. Nemeth. Don't know if he's going to answer. Nope, we have no contact with Mr. Nemeth. Let us check Mr. Linsenman and see if we can get him on the phone. We'll see, anyways. Nope. Cannot get him on the phone, so we'll give him a shout. We'll just call him.
What's going on?
Matt, buddy, we're on live here. Talk to us. We got some people that are deeply concerned about this beard problem.
Yeah, well, it ain't going on a fight. So
You're 3/4 of an inch behind George Nemeth. You have made a comeback, but can you seal the deal? Mr. George is not answering our Skype call. He's keeping us in the dark. Man, are we going to keep this beard, or are we going to have to go on KBBT Live and watch Stephanie shave it off?
well, hopefully we bring a couple more in. I still got about 5 hours yet, so I think we'll be able to seal her.
Now, are you fishing? Are you fishing with Pepin?
Yeah, we're not too awful close. I gave him his space this morning. And fished upriver a little bit, and then went out towards the mouth, caught a pike. And
Why haven't we seen a picture of this pike?
oh, I can throw that up too. It wasn't huge. It was about I don't know, 25, 26.
Well, your boy Pepin is a half an inch away from Siddiqui, and you are 3/4 of an inch against Nemeth. The UP is trying their best to compete today.
Yeah, we're trying, man. We're fighting a little bit of boat traffic in the river and at the mouth. People are coming in and out like crazy, going out walleye fishing.
Well, we seem to be good luck today. Everybody we've talked to, it started out with Jonathan Pepin, caught an 18-incher on camera. Then we called Todd Patrick. He caught a 12 1/4 on camera. Then we called we talked to somebody else. They caught a fish on camera. We hung up with Jason Garner. He catches a fish right afterwards. Derek Brundle caught a fish on camera. We called Todd Patrick back. He catches another fish on camera. Then we call Patrick Tharp, and he catches a fish on camera.
Well, why in the hell did you wait so long to call me?
Well, I was trying to give you the best of luck before we called you. That way, we gave you your kicker fish.
Well, I need her, so.
What's one person you're rooting on to take it home today besides yourself?
Oh, John for sure. I hope he gets. He's right up there. I hope he can upgrade. And then, I'd like to see us both move on. You know, I'm rooting George on too down there. I know he's got shitty weather. I hope he gets a couple more fish. Obviously, I hope I beat him, but.
Well, Thomas, I'm sorry. Jason Garner just messaged me. He just finished off his limit, not even 15 minutes of being off the phone. Who are you taking between Brundle and Case right now?
Oh, boy. I would have to, I'd have to go with Brundle just because the guy's a machine.
He is a machine. We talked to him a little bit earlier. He is sitting at 33 inches and struggling to get a bite. Derek Brundle has moved up into 9th place overall for the weekend at 88.5 inches.
Wow. Yeah, I haven't looked at the leaderboard at all, really. I looked at George's earlier and saw I was closing in on him. But how's Case doing?
Case is at 33 inches. He's got 2 fish.
Right on.
So he's out there grinding it out as well.
Is he down in Arkansas?
No, Case is in Mississippi.
Mississippi? That's right. Cool.
Well, we'll let you get to it, brother. We're gonna keep praying for the beard, and maybe you can pull it off here.
Well, I appreciate everybody pulling for the beard. So let me get out there and hopefully get her done.
There's always one person that's not pulling for the beard. You got to know that.
Yeah.
Stephanie is looking forward to the KBBT live video where we get to watch our first angler go face bald.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
And after beating Greg, you know he's going to bring it on camera.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt.
Well, we'll let you get to it, buddy. We definitely do appreciate it, and good luck out there.
Yeah, man. Appreciate the call, and let me get off here. And my turn to catch a few fish after the call.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck to you.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Later.
Good luck to everybody, man.
Yes, sir. Well, you take it easy. We'll check back in with you a little bit later.
All right, buddy.
See ya.
Yep. Bye.
The man himself. Let's see if we just got an update here. Yep, so Jason Garner's 5th fish has not been posted just yet. Looks like everybody else is... I'm sorry, Rolando Nandon called a fish. He is now at 80.5 inches. John Fox with a small limit, 65.25. So John's got to cull some fish. It looks like every one of his fish is 13.5 and smaller. So he's got a lot of work to do. Nandon just put up I believe he put up a 18.75. Not 100% sure on that one, but Nandon's in good standings for a win on round 32, and we'll just keep grinding it out. Well, let's see here. Want to make sure that we're staying on top of the comments. And I appreciate you guys commenting. That's what it's all about. Is it gives us something to work on. I want to give you what you want to see. So if there's certain things you do want to see, you just gotta let me know. Don't call Marty. Rodney Kennan says, don't give Marty Hughes a call. Rodney Kennan wants that pot win. So we're going to keep that going. Todd Patrick said his bite is hot and give him a call. So let's move on over to Todd Patrick and give him a shout real quick. All right, you told us your
What's
bite.
going on?
You told us your bite was hot, and we needed to give you a call. So as soon as I seen the comment, that's what we did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, it's getting rough out here, bro.
Oh, what is that going to measure?
Boom.
What did it measure?
16 and a half.
Okay, all right. So you are telling patty cakes over here.
Yeah, I just need to get some size. But this water's getting warm, and this wacky rig bite is on fire.
So is there any truth to the spot that Brad Case said that you and Siddiqui were at today?
What did he say?
He said that you guys were not in Arkansas. You were just across the line in the hills of Mississippi.
We're close. We're on the border.
Okay. I really didn't understand where he was saying. He didn't give exact details, but he did say that you guys were in Mississippi.
Yeah, so far this has turned out to be one of my most favorite lakes I've ever been to. So,
okay, well,
I got 2 more to go, and then it's going to be time to upgrade. So, I'm feeling really confident right now.
Well, if Brad Case, he was talking about he was having a real tough bite where he was at, you guys might be seeing him later on if he knows where you're at.
Yeah, Brad will have a couple-hour drive to get from where he's at to here, but we're close enough that he could make that move.
Man, you're spitting fire here, and a lot of people picked you as an underdog, but here you come not only as a broadcaster but a fisherman grinding it out and trying to take down Mr. Tharp.
Yeah, it's I'm really just dead sticking a wacky worm. And then I'm just lifting up every once in a while. I'm throwing on the on points, and secondary points, main points, and I'm getting bites on everything. I've lost literally 2 giants today that would have been 19 plus both. It's a fun day of fishing, and I got 2 more to catch before I can say too much. But I'm feeling very confident right now, and we'll see what happens. But I'd love to advance to the Sweet 16. And Patrick, this is all in fun, brother. Wish you the best. I'm sure you're out there upgrading as well, but I'm coming for you, and we'll see what happens. But may the best man win. And I just appreciate the opportunity to fish in this event. So it's been fun so far.
Man, with that fish, that is going to upgrade you and put you only 29 inches behind Patrick Tharp, and you don't even have a 5-fish limit yet. So you are in great contention, buddy. We are following along with it, and we're going to keep rooting for you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And what do we got? 4 hours and 45 minutes because I am in Central Time.
Yep, you got a long time left to grind it out, buddy, and a whole lot of time to put more fish on that board.
Yeah, and it's been a fun day of fishing. Look at the sky.
Blue.
So it's fun.
Well,
it's
buddy,
real fun.
You just keep grinding it out. We're gonna try to keep anybody else that may know where you guys are at from announcing it on live television, and we'll just let you guys keep going at it.
Yeah, we're having a good time down here. I owe it to not even Eric or anybody. I mean, I owe it to somebody else that's not even in the event to not say anything. So I think it's fair that I just do that, and I just respect everybody's wishes. So I was there nice enough to let me fish here. So I'm here, and I'm just enjoying the fishery.
We're not going to try to pull information from people. It just kind of came out while we were talking, and I didn't focus on it. So you guys are
no
good.
Big deal. Everybody does that. It's human nature to know. So.
Well, you keep.
All right, man. Well, have a good one. I'm gonna get back at it. This Guggen baits, green pumpkin with red flake, 5-inch worm has been the ticket for me. So, Guggen baits.
Right on, brother. Well, you keep grinding. We'll check in with you a little bit later.
Sounds good. Appreciate you guys.
What is that, the 7th fish that's came on camera today? Holy crap! Like, I am starving to death because I haven't even ate nothing. I literally jumped up from the bed and ran to the freaking computer and started working on it and just been grinding it out on the computer ever since. I am starving and I don't want to get off the air. I'm just having too much fun with this. It is great. So we're just going to keep it going. I am going to have to get off here in a little while. I'll probably broadcast for another 45 minutes, jump off, run to Taco Bell, because that's what we do when we broadcast, okay? We eat Taco Bell. So as soon as about 1 o'clock hits Central Time, I'm going to jump off the air, grab some Taco Bell, come right back, and we're going to finish out the day. This evening, I'm going to talk to Greg. He kind of started it last night, made me think of a great idea of what I want to do. We're gonna try to bring on both anglers this evening that fished in an event. So, for example, we're gonna bring on Siddiqui, we're gonna bring on Pepin, try to get them both on camera or on mic, whatever we've got to do, and that's when we're gonna make the release of who passed. That way, we can get both perspectives on the phone, the happiness of victory and the sorrowness of defeat. So, we're gonna try that out. Because with the standings going down at 3 o'clock Central Time, man, you really just don't know. I'll be the first one to tell you Hayden Crossno is one heck of a competitor. He had me rattled. He had me worried all the way to the final end when I find out who actually won. So kudos to him, and kudos to everybody else fishing. But it's one thing I have noticed is this style of tournament. It's a stretch. Brian Pierce caught an 11-pounder on William Kennan yesterday. Kennan wasn't able to fish all day due to backlining problems that we won't mention. But if I'm William Kennan and I'm on camera with Brian Pierce, knowing he caught an 11-pound bass, I'm scared. And then to find out that Kennan won it, man, it almost sounded like he cried like he was telling us about the Bassmaster all over again. So. Thomas Gent is on the board with a 14.5. It sounds like him and Garner made the right moves. They're both on fish now, and that's going to be something we're going to be following all day long. These matchups today are close. Again, we've got, and I'm going to go back over them here just so you guys know how fast they are or close they are. Sorry about that. Dr. Pepper got me. Marty Hughes still at 93 3/4 over Matthew Flett. That one's not really close, so it's completely contradicting anything I just said. Matt Frentress and Ross Pinkerton. I do know that Ross has caught fish. Charner Williams just tagged along into the live feed. So Charner, if you can give us a hint if Matt has fish or doesn't have fish, if you know, please share. We do know Ross has caught fish, just no service to upgrade. Then we've got Jonathan Pippin. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Petman. Jonathan Pepin and Eric Siddiqui, a half-inch apart. Then we've got Matt Linsenman and George Nemeth, 3/4 inch apart. And we have got Gardner and Gent. Gardner's leading. He's got a 5-fish limit. Gent just posted up his first fish. Tharp is still sitting at 73.5, I believe, but Todd Patrick is on the hunt. 44 3/4. That puts him less than 29 inches away from taking that one. And then we've got Rolando Nandin, who... Did he call another one? Nandin might have just called another fish. One moment. No, he's still at 80.5 inches. And John Fox is sitting at 65 1/4. So he is trying to come up still. He's in Florida. One thing you got to remember is 2 fish, and he's right there with him. So it's nothing to catch a 20-inch fish in Florida. Mr. Doug Wilson showed us all about it yesterday, as well as Suvak and Benetti all catching large limits out of Fellsmere. Do not know where Fox is fishing. Sorry about that, guys. It was a long day yesterday. I could have been reading it wrong. I wanted to go back around just to make sure I wasn't. Brad Case is still sitting at 33. Derek Brundle on the move at 88.5. So we got a lot of guys competing, a lot of guys taking down spots from Saturday contenders. Only 3 people on the board that haven't posted a fish, and 1 out of those 3 people are confirmed to have fish measured, just not submitted. So Matt Frentress and Matthew Flett are the only 2 people that we have not heard from. It's a long shot, but let's try to get Ross Pinkerton on the phone. an absolute long shot fishing OH Ivy. I believe if Brian Pierce submitted his fish as a share lunker yesterday, that would take the lead away from Sam Rayburn and put OH Ivy on top. So we'll see how that goes, but I don't know if Ross will be able to answer, but we'll give it a shot. I don't think he's going to have enough service. Yeah, Ross isn't online. No service there. Updated status from Greg Nozar. All I can say, I've watched fishing on TV for a long time. The personalities coming to life on KBBT these last 2 weeks beats any show I've ever seen. No joke. That is a absolute true statement. Man, it doesn't get any better than this. And I know I appreciate y'all's comments, and there are a lot of them. I know I appreciate the messages on the side. You guys are great, but you know, in all reality, it really comes down to, man, the people fishing the event. So when I'm broadcasting, it's the Sunday guys. When Greg's broadcasting, it's the Saturday guys. The anglers are what makes this happen, and it's not just limelight anglers. You know, you're not just getting the Cody Miltons and the Eric Siddiquis. You're getting real personalities from guys that don't normally get on the spotlight. And that's what we're all about, and that's what we want to keep showcasing, because these guys deserve the light too. Todd Patrick, how cool is that story right now? Patrick Tharp just did another upgrade for an inch. He is now sitting at 74.5. So we'll get that as well. But you know, you guys as the anglers, and I'm not giving any credit to myself. I know I come on sometimes as an angler as well. But, you know, we're going to give credit to everybody else that does deserve it. Let's see if we can get the man Siddiqui on the phone here. Got a message. I apologize for that. I don't know. I know Eric didn't have... oh, here we go. He didn't have service earlier. Let's see if he has service now. Maybe not. Hayden says there are spots on the lake with service for OHIV. Alright, no service with Siddiqui. Let's bring on a fan favorite from earlier. Let's get old Jeff Isham on the phone. He has messaged me back. He is ready to rock and roll. Let's bring on my personal opponent for next weekend. The man that is an absolute hammer from Texas himself, Jeff Isham. Let's bring him on real quick. Jeff isn't online either, so we'll give him a shout. We'll just call him. He says he's in his truck, so that's potential anyways. His service is usually terrible.
Hello.
What's up, buddy? You're on live television.
Cool. I was trying to figure out my Skype, but I don't know if it actually works.
Well, I was kind of hesitant to call you since I've got to beat you next week, but somebody requested to have you on the show, so we decided we were going to make it happen.
Nice. I'm excited about next weekend.
Dude, I have been waiting for this matchup since this thing got started and we got the brackets. There was nobody else I wanted to go against more than my boy Isham.
We've been talking about it for a while. I'm excited.
I know I made that promise. We're not going to talk about it till Monday, so we're not going to focus on our matchup. Let's focus on your day yesterday. Matt French, we know Matt Frenchers is on the same body of water you went to. We're not going to announce what that is, but He doesn't have service, of course, so he hasn't uploaded anything. Your personal beliefs, what do you think he's sitting at?
So I'm assuming I'm not too far from there, and I got perfect weather here today. So I'm hoping for him that he's got the weather that I have, not the weather that I had yesterday. Because that wind out there was brutal. And the only thing I could get him to bite on in that weather was a wacky worm. Throwing a wacky worm in 15, 20 mile an hour winds. Throwing it wasn't a problem. It was, trying to watch that subtle little tick in your line for when the fish hits. That was tough yesterday. I'm probably there at the end. I had the wind died down a little bit, and finally got on a chatterbait bite. But by that time, it was time for me to head back. 'Cause I had to pretty much travel the length of the lake, get back to the ramp, and drive 30 minutes into town before I was sure I'd have a cell signal. So, but yeah, I hope he's on him. I'm anxious to see how he does there today.
Now,
his spot is on my short list for the next one.
Well, his competitor is on OH Ivy. Both competitors fishing OH Ivy yesterday went down. Do you think Matt Frentress takes down Ross Pinkerton today?
I haven't kept up with it. Do you have any idea what he's got? I mean, before you tell me, I think Frentress has got it. He's on a lake that should be producing well, assuming he has these favorable conditions, and so I'm gonna pick him.
Neither one of them have thrown any fish up yet, so I'm assuming it's a service issue for both of them.
Yeah, I know Matt won't be able to at all.
Now these are two big time competitors that a lot of people don't know about. Ross Pinkerton's a heck of a stick, and so is Frentress.
Oh, definitely.
So this is a major loss for Texas, just seeing one of these guys go.
Yeah.
But Texas is really not showing up to play so far today. Rolando Nandon is leading the Texas boys with 80.5 inches on the same lake that he was on last week. Also, he just upgraded to 84 3/4 inches. So he's grinding up. But I'm gonna tell you right now, me being a Saturday competitor and you as well, these right side bracket guys are making me a little nervous.
Yeah, me too.
We only had a couple people in the 90s today. They've already got 3 people over 90, and they're starting to move through us and put us in the bottom 10.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I hate to blame it on conditions, but I really, really feel like I probably would have done a little bit better yesterday had that wind not been so bad. So maybe they're in more favorable conditions or something. I know it's pretty bad where you were too. So
I'm telling you right now, if I was fishing today, it would have been a 90-inch day.
Yeah.
It's just there's no wind hardly at all here. It's starting to warm up. Of course, that cold snap never really bothers me too much, anyways. But it's starting to warm up now. Who are you going to take between Siddiqui and Pepin?
Siddiqui.
You're going to take Siddiqui and Derek Brundle or Brad Case?
Man, that one, they asked me that yesterday. That's a tough one for me because I love Brad. He's awesome. But Brundle's my teammate up for my rod sponsor, so I got to go with Derek on that one.
Well, Derek is sitting at 88.5. We got off the phone with Brad Case earlier. He's been struggling to catch a bite. However, he just threw up an 18-inch bass and is currently sitting at 51 inches with 3 fish. So,
do you know where Case is?
Yeah, he's in Mississippi.
Okay. I mean, if Brad gets on fish, Brad is always dangerous. So
he has informed us that he is sitting in an area and there is beds galore.
Oh, that's going to be one to watch right there. That's going to be a showdown for sure.
Well, Siddiqui and Pepin are only a half-inch apart.
Man.
Siddiqui is at 90. What is it here? 93 1/4, and Pepin is at 92 3/4, fishing 2 different colors of bass.
Man, I don't know which is more stressful: sitting here listening to this, knowing all my buddies what they're doing, and trying to figure out how they are, or being out there all day yesterday with absolutely no service and having no clue what was going on.
Well, if we thought yesterday was stressful, this Saturday is going to be a whole different level of extreme.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what makes it worse, the fact that we both know each other or the fact that we both like each other.
Yeah, I like it. It's sorry, I got to honk at this lady sitting here at the green light. It's perfect, man. I mean, I love it. The format. I like fishing against my buddies. I mean, I think it's fun. It's going to be a fun day for sure.
Well, it's going to be a grind. It's going to take more than either one of us put up yesterday to take home that pot on Saturday. I've got a good feeling.
Oh, for sure.
I haven't looked at the weather yet. I refuse to focus on anything until tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure it's going to have to take 90 plus for me or you to advance.
Yeah, we're going to have to come up with a little side bet.
We're going to have to.
I don't know, what, $10 an inch or something?
I'm game for $10 an inch.
Okay, it's on.
It's on. Wait, hold on. Are you talking about 10 inches apart from it? That's a lot of money now if somebody skunks.
Yeah, so like when I get 100 inches and you get 95 inches, you owe me $50.
Well, if I got 100 inches and you were on a bad day and got like 33, you're going to owe me a lot more than that.
Yeah, I can't do math. It's around $70.
I mean, I could be doing it wrong. Let's see. If I got 100 inches, and this is live, so they're going to find out too, and you got 33, 10, that would be $670.
You're better at math than I am.
You want to do a $10 an inch bet if we both have five fish?
Whatever. I don't care.
Because if I lose that kind of money, we're going to have to go on a payment plan.
How do you think? I still don't follow your math.
All right, 100 minus 33.
You're right. So I mean, I'm literally still I'm drinking coffee in my truck. I'm not halfway awake.
I haven't even ate or drank anything at all besides a Dr. Pepper because I was so excited to get on camera and have experienced one technology problem after another this morning.
Yeah, we talked about. I don't know how you do that, especially on the water. I mean, I told you I eat and drink all day long when I'm out there.
Well, it's definitely a game changer, but I appreciate you coming on. We'll holler at you later, and good luck next weekend.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Good luck to everybody out there. Fish well, be safe, and I'm anxious to see how it all goes down.
Well, we're gonna find out tonight, so we'll be on there.
All right, talk to you later, brother.
Later.
Bye.
All right, there's a word for Mr. Isham. Matt Linsman has sent me a picture in. Let's see what it is. Oh, he sent me a picture. I'm just going to hold it up of a pike that I guess he did not boat. Well, that's kind of like a sissy girl move in my opinion. Mark Edwards put up 2 37-inch muskies out of his boat. Come on now, Matt. He might have boated it, and I just not seeing it. Jump back in here and see if there's any new comments. I'm not getting any, so we'll go with it that way. I'm not getting any comments at the moment. 7 viewers currently live. We've had, I think the most we've had at one point was 32. But that's why we do these long broadcasts, so that people can tune in whenever they want to, off and on. I'll just give you, my opinion on the whole thing. When the Bassmaster Classic comes on, you sit there and you watch the Bassmaster Classic all day, all right? Like any family events at that current moment in time are subpar. We're watching Bassmaster Classic. I wanted to give us a kayak Bassmaster Classic where we can sit here whenever we're just sitting at home and we can go in and out all day long, when we feel like it. And we can check in. We know we're going to get the standings. We know we're going to get phone reports. That's kind of what I wanted to go about. Now, one change we are making today, the leaderboard will shut down at 3 o'clock. Let's go ahead and give our actual host of the event, Greg Nozar, a call. See how he's doing on the water. Make sure he's not putting up 2 skunks in a row. So let's give Greg a call real quick. See if we can get him on. Maybe not. No Greg for us today. I know he's out there fishing. I don't want to bother him too much. He's not in the tournament. We just wanted to give him a call. That way we can see what his opinion is on this whole thing. I do want to give a couple shout-outs real fast. Not for me personally, because I'm not broadcasting for me personally today. I want to give a shout-out to Dennis Robinson, who is keeping me posted with fish all throughout the day. And then a shout out to all these guys out here commenting and watching the feed. We really do appreciate that. That's what keeps us going, and I promise you that's the only reason that I am out here, spending my entire day on this camera, just so I can make sure that we got you guys going. Dennis said, "Yay that Greg didn't answer." Greg, if you are out there, Dennis says we don't need you on camera, buddy, but if you are watching, please give us a call back in. I'd really be curious to pick your brain on what you think is going down today. So I think we've just about checked in with everybody that we had on camera or have competing. I still haven't gotten a hold of Matthew Flett, but he never answered me back. He's one of the two anglers, him and Tanner Smith from yesterday, that I can't get on the phone, or messenger or anything. So we'll let them have it. Let's see if we have any major changes at the moment. William Kennan has requested we don't call Marty Hughes and give him any more luck than he's already got. Marty Hughes is in bad service, so unfortunately I have to let Marty Hughes call me. But whenever he wants to call, we're definitely going to answer because, we got to be rooting on him. He's the school teacher. Or principal, I apologize. You got to remember that Patrick Tharp has upgraded again. This time 3 inches. If somebody could get me the length on his big fish that he just posted, Patrick Tharp is at 77.5. He is increasing the gap between him and Todd Patrick, who is yet to post up another fish. Thomas Gent still hasn't gotten another fish either. Hey. Thank you. Sorry about that. There's something about the sound of a dog scratching I just can't deal with. Let's see here. Let's bring on some of these guys from yesterday, if we can't. I don't want to bug them too much. People that we have tried giving a shout to. We are going to message Eric. And George Nemeth. Here we go. I've got an upgrade on Tharp's fish. Looks like he threw up I think his one was 17. His big fish is 17. So we'll go with that one there. If it wasn't, Patrick Tharp's 5 fish limit is a 17, 16.5, 15 3/4, a 14.5, and a 13 3/4. So he still has a few more people, a few more fish to call out to make it a real good day. Let's see if anybody else is upgraded that I can tell. No, they're all about the same. It might be slowing down a little bit. We're starting to get into the evening bite. Let's give all. We got a little bit of time left. Let's see here. I would really like to get. I really want to get Brian Pierce on the phone if he is available. Just for you guys that didn't get to hear his story yesterday, I think he deserves to be able to tell it again. So, I don't know if he has a Skype. I do have a phone number for him. No, he does not have a Skype. So we will call him on the phone. get him on here and pick his brain a little bit. We're going to ask him some questions about today as well. If he's available.
That's Brian.
Brian, this is Marcus on KBBT Live. How's it going today, buddy?
Hey, Marcus, I'm doing all right, man. How are you?
Doing good. So I know you got to share your story with the world yesterday, but just in case the people watching today didn't get to hear it, I wanted to give you the opportunity to tell us about that amazing catch again, because my description of the story yesterday did it absolutely no justice.
Cool. Yeah, no problem, man. I'd love to tell it again. I think my wife's tired hearing it, so. Yeah, so we went out early morning and had an awesome time. It was perfect conditions. A little windy. We went out. Ross and Hayden were a few hours late to the lake. They had a little mishap blocking their keys in the truck, so I went by myself. Started fishing. Really didn't catch anything of any substance until probably about 10 o'clock. I started figuring them out. Water was real high, and so I started pitching a fluke up over the trees, kind of as far back to the shore as I could get. A lot of little scrub brushes and trees that I think that they were all spawning in. And so anyways, I threw that fluke up over some trees, and as soon as it hit the water, she came out of the water and smashed it. And I fought her for a minute. I was on pretty light tackle. I was on 15-pound red label Seaguar and spinning rail. No, I'm sorry. I was on a bait cast on that one. I switched to spin later. But anyways, I started fighting her, pulled her head up out of the water, and I saw how big she was, and I couldn't get my kayak in there. It was too thick. So I ended up jumping out of my kayak and holding my reel and holding my kayak, and because it was about 12 foot of water, so I couldn't touch. I didn't realize that when I jumped out, and pulled my kayak through the brush and fought her at the same time, tried to keep her, attention on her. Finally got my hands on her, and I really didn't know how big she was when I put my hands on her. I thought she was 8, 9. I thought sure I didn't catch double digit, just because that's usually how it turns out. And so finally got my bearings to me and got back on the kayak and got a picture of her and realized just how big she was. I couldn't believe it. I almost maxed out my new Dirts board, and just crazy event. Once I caught her, I said, well, I still need to upgrade some fish. I knew Mr. Kenyon was going to be bringing it, so I went back to fishing, and I ended up catching another double-digit fish, and she broke me off right at my kayak. I fought her for a minute, saw her, she was giant, and I had my net down and stuck my net down in the water to try to scoop her, and she went right underneath my net, went under my boat, and broke my line.
Oh, no.
Pretty heartbroken about that. And then earlier in the day, I had not one, but I had 2 18-inch fish jump off my board and back into the water, and they were not ready for a picture. So pretty heartbreaking. So it was a grinding day. Just trying to catch some fish, trying to upgrade, and even though I didn't win, I couldn't be happier, man. That was a fish of my life. Before I caught that fish, my biggest personal best was 6 pounds and 12 ounces, I believe.
So you didn't just beat your personal best, you almost doubled it.
Almost doubled it. I couldn't believe it, man. I'm beyond elated. I'm still kind of in awe today.
Now, are you in the May bracket?
No, I'm not.
You might want to. You're a competitor. You've got people shaking over this story and just thankful they don't have to go against you. You might want to sign up. There's still 8 spots left.
Well, I'll remind people I only put up 30 inches in the first round.
Hey, it's not. It's
just got lucky.
Well, all I'm saying is
I have a kid on the way due in the first part of June, so it's kind of a no-go for me on fishing. This is probably my last tournament for a little while.
Hey, we completely understand that. Congratulations on the new child on the way. We'll pray for everything to go completely smooth and perfect on that situation. I do have to ask you this. Both people that competed at Ivy yesterday went down, unfortunately.
Yep.
Ross is on Ivy today. Hayden has told us it is a completely different lake. I have been on Ivy when Ivy is mad. It's not a fun place. I'm not saying that's what it is today, but I've been there when Ivy's not happy. Do you think Ivy can compete with East Texas today, or do you think all three competitors on Ivy fall?
Well, I think it's competition anytime you get Ross in the water. Guy's a fisherman. He knows what to do. He's a great fisherman. So I think he's definitely in the running for having an awesome 100-inch day. I think the fish are there. I think they're spawning. So if he can find them, I think he's definitely got a great chance at it. It was a lot harder to find them just because everything looked so good. You'd think there'd be fish everywhere, and they just weren't biting everywhere. So I think he's definitely got a chance. He was debating on going back to Whitney that first morning when we were kind of not catching very many. And then after we started really putting a hurting on him, because I caught about a 6-pound fish after the time limit. He caught about a 5-pound fish, and so we were all catching fish later in the day. I think that lake does a lot better after it warms up, and so I'd be expecting him to climb up pretty soon on the leaderboard.
Okay, well, he hasn't posted anything yet. Hayden has informed us he does have a few fish, but he hasn't posted nothing just yet. Two matchups we're really watching here today. Your opinion on them. Who are you taking between Siddiqui and Pepin?
Probably Pepin.
Okay, Pepin's only a half-inch behind Siddiqui right now, and he's just got to cull a couple more. I mean, all he really needs is to cull one.
I don't know anything about Siddiqui. That's the only reason. I bet he's a good fisherman too.
Oh, Siddiqui's an absolute hammer. The only other matchup we really want to get your opinion on is Brundle against Case.
And honestly, I can't give you any druthers either way because I don't know either one of them.
Okay.
Do you know what lakes they're fishing at?
I don't. One's in Mississippi, one is in Massachusetts. So.
Okay. Well, I know they pull some big fish at Mississippi.
Well, Rolando Nandon out of Texas just called majorly. He put up another 4 inches, so he's sitting at 84 3/4 and currently leading the Texas day for Sunday.
Very cool. He's a good fisherman, man.
Well, and one person you're rooting on to take it today.
It's got to be Ross.
Got to be Ross. Well, we'll keep it standing. I really do appreciate you coming on and sharing that story one more time. It's just an absolutely incredible story. The only person I've ever known to bail out in 12-foot water, and that water had to have been in the 60s. It couldn't have been real warm yet.
I didn't feel a thing.
Well, man, I
just took a shower and I'm covered in scrapes.
You said you're covered in scrapes?
Yeah, from all the freaking getting to that fish.
Well, brother, heck of a story, man. It's awesome. You take it easy, and we'll touch base with you later on. And congratulations again on the child coming.
Hey, thank you very much, man. Good luck to everybody this day. Okay. Thanks, sir.
All right, thank you, Brian. Brian Pierce, guys, that is an incredible story. Tharp, I am told, just cold again. He is now at 80 even, climbing even farther from Todd Patrick. So Todd was talking about how his bite had increased. The update was the 16.5 on Tharp, but he just cold again. So I'm also being told service where Greg Nemeth is fishing is spotty. Rolando Nanan is still hooked up Hector. He's still on the grind. I've got time for one more call before I run and get my famous burritos from the outstanding 5-star fast food restaurant Taco Bell. And our last call is going to go So patty cakes. We're gonna get Patrick Tharp on here one more time since he does have a lead. I don't want to bother Pepin at the moment. I don't want him to get discouraged. I want him to keep grinding it out. So let's give where did Mr. Tharp's information go real fast? We want to get him on the phone real quick. And find out what's changed. He's putting up fish. All right, Mr. Tharp. I know I'm bothering you today.
You're fine.
So I call. Here's the story. I call Todd Patrick back to tell him that you just caught a fish on camera, and he holds up a 16-incher. And since that has happened, you have culled, what, 3 more times?
I believe so.
You're now at 80 inches, pulling away, and now starting to beat some of the competitors from yesterday, moving you up into 16th total for the weekend, which is half, and you still got 4 hours to fish.
Yeah. I'm just hoping I can keep catching them, but we'll see.
Is it just the water in the day warming up? Is that the difference it's making?
I think so. I started at a different lake this morning. That it's got a lot of small fish. I didn't really expect to catch anything, but I wanted to catch a limit quick. So this other lake has bigger fish, but it's just been slowly kind of going through them. And I mean, it's not a huge lake. There's a lot of bank fishermen because a lot of our lakes are closed, so it makes it difficult. But they're biting at least.
Well, hey, I mean that's all that matters. I mean, you're fishing in Illinois, is that correct?
Yes.
So we all
and all of our state lakes are closed right now, so we're basically limited to like county and city lakes.
Which by no means is easy to compete on, and here you are making a solid run for the Sweet 16.
Yeah, I'm just hoping to get through this round. Actually, a bunch of our lakes are opening Friday, so I think if I can get through this round, it might be an interesting go.
So as long as we pass this round out, these people got something to watch with Mr. Tharp on the water.
That's what I'm hoping, but we'll see.
Man, I'll be the first one to tell you, you've still got plenty of fish that shouldn't be too hard to upgrade with a solid kicker. And you're moving up the leaderboard quick. I did notice you did have a lot of small fish in your start out limit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I didn't get on the water until like 7:30 or what. I mean, I caught my first fish in 3 casts, and I probably was out there for 2.5 hours and caught over 50 fish. I mean, they were just all 12s to, I think my biggest was like 13 3/4 or whatever, but.
Well, I mean, hey, you're putting some fish. I think your last one was, I don't know what your last upgrade was. I know the one before was a 16.5. What was your last upgrade?
16 1/4.
Okay, so we're moving up into the 16-inch range, which has been the story of the whole weekend.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, brother, we'll let you get at it. We're going to take a break from broadcasting here in a minute anyways. You seem to be bringing the heat, so I figured I would give you another call.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can find a few more, so.
Well, we're going to be checking in about 1:20. We're going to go back on air, and we'll pay attention more to the standings there. But right now, Todd Patrick was pretty confident. He called you out 2 different times, said he's going to get at least 80. And now you're sitting at 80, so shots fired, and you're not backing down.
No, I'm doing everything I can.
Well, you keep grinding it out, buddy, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Watch it. What we got going on? Oh, Greg. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Uh-oh. We lost Greg Nozar. So, update alert. Thomas Gent jumping up on the board now. Let's see. Jason Garner's at 72 inches with 5 fish. Thomas Gent now has 3 fish at 40 3/4. So, Thomas Gent is coming to play about 32 inches shy of Jason Garner, but he's still got 2 fish to throw up there. So, Thomas Gent not backing down. He's coming into play. Not a whole lot of leaderboard changes or upgrades going on right now. The bite slowed down a little bit. We're gonna kind of let him fish. I know I said I was gonna go to 1. We're gonna hop off the air a little bit early. Like I said, guys, I haven't had nothing to eat today, so I got to get something down before I make myself sick. But I really do appreciate you guys following on. I promise, as soon as I'm back. As soon as I'm back from Taco Bell, we're going to get right back on the air. Another thing that I would like to implement today, any specific songs you guys want to hear on the intro, send me a personal message. We'll make it happen. Of course, make sure it's child appropriate. We do go on Twitch as well, but we look forward to it. If I don't get any requests, I'm just going to come in here with something hammering, and hopefully we get to see some more fish on camera. We're going to go live from about 1 whatever time I get back to 3 o'clock Central Time. Then Greg's going to take down the standings at that point. And once standings are down, I'm going to hop off the air until this evening, where I'm not 100% sure if Greg's going to have me doing it or if he's going to do it himself. But either way, I'm going to try to implement getting both anglers on the phone, and that way we can watch their reactions on camera. And see how it portrays out for them. But best of luck to all anglers, and we'll check in with you guys soon. Marcus out.